Hello everyone, welcome back all of you. In this session we are going to talk about method of separation of variables. We are given with the partial differential equation and we are asked with the solution of that particular equation. To do so, like to solve this kind of problems, we have to assume that our solution itself, that our solution is nothing but capital X into capital Y, and that capital X and capital Y are going to be the separate function of X and Y. So that's why the name is separation of variables. So the solution itself, we are going to assume that the solution is nothing but u is equal to capital X and capital Y, where capital X is the separate function of X and capital Y will be separate function of Y. So what is going to be the benefit, that whenever we are going to see the derivative terms like partial derivative dou u by dou x, we are going to differentiate this x term, because with respect to x this y has nothing to do with it. So this will be constant one and x will be differentiated once, and this will be x dot y. And if we are willing to partially differentiate this particular u with respect to y, so now x has nothing to do with y, so we can differentiate y as y dash. So that's how we are going to get the benefit out of it. So dou to u by dou x2 means x will be differentiated two times, and dou to u by dou y2, so y will be differentiated two times, and dou to u divided by dou x and dou y. So x will be differentiated once and y also will be differentiated once. So that's the main benefit we are going to get out of it if we are assuming our solution of partial differential equation u of x comma y is capital X and capital Y. So now let us make use of this particular substitution with our given problem. So the problem is solution of partial differential equation dou u by dou x is equal to 4 dou u by dou y, and also we are given with the condition that u of 0 comma y is going to be 8 e power minus 3y. So we are going to make use of this particular condition little later. First let us begin with our solution. So dou u by dou x we can substitute as x dot y, and for dou u by dou y we can substitute it as x into y dash, because the differentiation, partial differentiation of u with respect to x, so only x variable is going to be differentiated, and partial differentiation of u with respect to y, only the variable y is going to be differentiated. So let us assume it as k. So we have x dot into y is equal to k, and 4x y dash is equal to k. Or first separate the terms of x and x together and y together, then we'll assume it as k. So this is nothing but 4 upon x dash upon x is equal to 4 y dash upon y. So y terms I have taken this side and x term I have taken this side. So this will be x dash upon x and this will be 4 y dash upon y, and now we can assume it as equal to k. And now solve the separate equations. X dash upon x is equal to k and 4 y dash upon y is equal to k. So this will be x dash is equal to kx and y dash is equal to, or 4 y dash is equal to y into k. So capital X dash we can write as d capital X by dx. It is nothing but differentiation of capital X with respect to x is equal to k capital X, and differentiation of capital Y with respect to y. So dy is equal to y into k, and to solve them let us bring this capital X left hand side. So this will be dx upon capital X and small x right hand side, and 4 times of dy upon capital Y is equal to k into small dy, and integrate both the sides. The integration of 1 by x is nothing but ln x, and this will be k into small x plus one integration constant, let us say c1, and here 4 into integration of dy upon y will be ln y is equal to k into small y plus another constant as c2. So from here the capital X will be e power kx plus c1, so we'll write it as c into e power kx. So e power c1 we are going to take as another constant as c, and from here we have y is equal to e power ky plus c2, and again we are going to write the constant as, let us say c3, and here we'll write as c4, e power ky. So e power c2, that I am going to assume it as another constant. And now we assume that our solution u of x comma y is nothing but capital X into capital Y. So capital X is nothing but e power kx and this is e power ky, right? And we had 4 also here, so we are missing it. So 4 into ln y, so ky plus c2 divided by 4 will be there. First we'll have to divide by 4 and then we'll have to take the e power. So this is nothing but k upon 4 y. So and now we are going to get c3 into c4 in multiplication, because this will be c3 e power kx and this will be c4 e power k by 4 y. So instead of writing c3 and c4, we are going to assume the constant as c. So this is going to be our general solution. So u of x comma y is equal to c e power kx and e power k by 4 y. And now we are given with the initial condition or one condition, that u of 0 comma y is equal to 8 into e power minus 3y. So now let us make use of that particular condition. So put at x equal to 0 and y is equal to y, we have u is equal to 8 e power minus 3y. So u is equal to 8 e power minus 3y is equal to c into e power 0 into e power k by 4 and y. So we have 8 into e power minus 3y is equal to e power 0 is nothing but 1, c into e power k by 4 y. So if we compare, we are going to have the value of c is equal to 8 and k by 4 is nothing but minus 3. So we have the value of k is equal to minus 12. So our answer will be u of x comma y is equal to c. C is nothing but 8 e power kx. Kx is nothing but minus 12x into e power k by 4. So 12 by 4 is nothing but minus 3y. So if we write the terms together, so this will be e power minus 12x minus 3y. So this is going to be our solution of partial differential equation. So that's the main idea, and let me tell once again that how we are going to approach this solution. That we are given with the partial differential equation dou u by dou x is equal to 4 dou u by dou y, and we have the initial condition as well. So to solve this kind of problem, we have to assume that in our mind that u of x comma y, if it is the solution of our partial differential equation, it is nothing but capital X into capital Y, where capital X and capital Y are the separate function of x and y respectively. So we can have the benefit out of it, that we can write the terms dou u by dou x, dou u by dou y, or if we have the terms like dou to u by dou x2, dou to u by dou y2, or dou to u by dou x2 y, so we have the substitution with us. So by making use of that, we have the form, and then we can substitute it as equal to k, and by separating the variables we can come up with the solution, and then making use of the initial condition or the condition given with us, we can come with the exact solution. So this is going to be our solution of this particular problem. U of x comma y is equal to 8 into e power minus 12x minus 3y. So let us solve one more problem so that we can understand this particular concept in very effective manner. And now the second problem is we have to calculate the solution of partial differential equation, and it is given as dou u by dou t is equal to alpha dou to u by dou x2. So now here instead of x and y, we have the variables as t and small x. So while assuming the solution u of x comma t, we are going to assume it as capital X into capital T, where capital X will be the function of small x and capital T will be the function of t. So this is going to be the different, because in the previous case we had the partial differentiations of u with respect to x and y. So we have assumed that u of x comma y is capital X into capital Y, but here we have the differentiation, the partial differentiation of u with respect to t and x. So we have the solution u of x comma t is equal to capital X into capital T, where capital X is the function of x and capital T will be the function of t. So dou u by dou t. So we have to differentiate the capital T terms once, so it will be t dash, and dou to u by dou x 2. So we have to differentiate this particular term 2 times. So x double dash into t. So substitute it in the given partial differential equation. So we have x t dash is equal to alpha x double dash into t, and now separate the x terms together and t terms together. So this will be t double dash by t is equal to alpha into x double dash by x, and now assume it is equal to k. So separate t dash by t is equal to k and x double dash by x is equal to k, and if you solve it further, we are going to have the t dash is equal to kt and x double dash is equal to kx, and t dash is nothing but differentiation of t with respect to t is equal to kt, and the differentiation of x with respect to t 2 times. So sorry, differentiation of x with respect to x, dou 2x by dou x2 is equal to k into capital X. So if we take the capital T terms together, it is dt by t is equal to k into small dt, and integrate both the sides, we have ln t is equal to k into t plus c1. So from where we are going to have t is nothing but e power kt plus c1. So we have the capital T here, and now we have to calculate the capital X also, right? So to do that, we have to make it in the standard form. So d2x by dx2 minus kx is equal to 0, and now what we have to do, we'll have to this is nothing but the homogeneous linear differential equation, because these are the complete derivatives, right? Though we are solving the problem in the partial differential equation domain, but we are making use of the complete derivatives. So this is nothing but ordinary homogeneous linear differential equation of order 2. So we have to substitute this d by dx as d, right? So this will be nothing but d square minus k into capital X is equal to 0, and now we'll have the auxiliary equation with us. This is nothing but d square minus k is equal to 0. So the roots are nothing but d square is equal to k, so d is equal to plus minus k will be a root, and I think we are missing alpha over here, right? So alpha, and this will be k by alpha. So all the places we are going to have the k by alpha thing. So this will be d square minus k by alpha. So d is equal to plus minus root over k by alpha we are going to get, and these are nothing but the irrational roots alpha plus minus root over beta. So in the case of irrational roots, the general solution of homogeneous linear differential equation, we have to write the general solution in the terms of cos hyperbolic and sin hyperbolic, right? So we are going to get the capital X, because the variable is not y here, this is capital X. So capital X is e power alpha, alpha is nothing but 0. If we compare this with alpha plus minus root over beta, alpha is 0, so e power 0, that we are not going to write, and c1 we have taken already, so we are going to take the constants as c2 cos hyperbolic root over beta x plus c3 sin hyperbolic root over beta x, right? So this will be a capital X. So we have capital X with us and capital T with us. So we have the function u of x comma t is equal to capital X into capital T is nothing but e power kt plus c1 into c2 cos hyperbolic root over k by alpha plus sin hyperbolic root over k by alpha, and if we take this particular e power c1 as another constant, let us say c, and if the multiply with that particular constant with c2 and c3 separately, so we are going to write the another constant. So this will write as e power kt, and let us write k1 k2. So k1 cos hyperbolic root over k by alpha plus k2 sin hyperbolic root over k by alpha. So this is going to be our general solution of given partial differential equation. So that is how you have to approach, and if it is given with the initial condition, like in the previous cases we were given with the u of 0 comma y is equal to 8 e power minus 3y, right? So we had to substitute in it, and we'll have to calculate the value of k1 k2. So that is going to be the converting the general solution in the exact solution. So that is possible only if we have the conditions with us. So that is not going to happen here, so we have to end up with this particular solution only. And also I'll tell you one more thing, that sometimes it is quite possible that you are not going to get the answer in the option S in the terms of cos hyperbolic and sin hyperbolic. Why so? Because it is not completely sure that it is the irrational roots. What if the values of k and alpha are something like, we are going to get the perfect value out of it, like let us say we are going to get the root as plus 4 and minus 4. So this is nothing but plus minus root over 16, right? So that is also possible. So based on the option, if this is not given in the option, so we'll have to write the solution as the general solution, because these are nothing but real unique roots, right? So in that case we'll have to write the exponential terms. So this will be c2 e power root over k by alpha x plus c3 e power minus root over k by alpha x. So this is also possible. And now if we have the solution u of x comma t is equal to capital X into capital T, we are going to write e power kt and the k1 e power root over k by alpha x plus k2 e power root over k by alpha minus x. So this is also might be given in the option. So either of the thing will be given. Either if we have the answer in the terms of cos hyperbolic and sin hyperbolic, so we'll have to assume that this is nothing but irrational root. And if the options are not in terms of hyperbolic functions, rather they are given in the terms of exponential functions, so we'll have to assume that this is going to be a real value. So we are going to have the unique roots, so the general solution will be different. So that is all for this particular session. If you have any doubt, you are free to ask in the comment section. Thank you.